it's right here. Duh.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my desk. So today in my world, it is Sunday, which means it's time for me to pick out my deck that I'm going to use for my 3-card spreads in my Ritual Planner for next week. One of my 2024 tarot goals is to be utilizing all the decks in my collection, which I have more than 52 decks. There's no doubt in that. No doubt in that number. My husband can testify. So I have a challenge of 52 weeks, 52 decks, and they will all be 3-card spreads in my Ritual Planner. So this was the previous week, from when you're watching this. I'm choosing an affirmation deck every week to use in the affirmation section. And then of course I'm choosing a deck. These are some of my supplies. We'll get back to that. But first, let me introduce you to my Ritual Planner. And I don't get the actual physical Ritual Planner. I wait until we can get a digital copy. And that way I can just download the pages and print them as needed, as well as I like to print them on a specific paper stock. I use I think it's a 29 pound or 28 pound white paper. I'll show you that here in a minute. But the outside of my planner, I use this dark blue. This is a Happy Planner. So this, you can't see here. Maybe I can. Yeah, there we go. So you can see here, this is a Happy Planner. This is actually the back of it because I don't want the title on the front that says Big Plans. So I just reversed it. I don't know where I got these discs, but I love the metal disc. And then this one, you can actually put a pen in here. But these are one of my favorite discs. I only use metal disc on my Happy Planner. I just find that everything moves a little freer, if you will, that things don't seem to get stuck, if you will. So inside, I have Franken-planned this. So there is lots of little pieces and parts. This title page was a clean title page that I actually didn't use in my 2022, that was a mouthful, 2022 Ritual Planner. So I never had used this page. So instead of me running off another page, I just went ahead and took it out of that journal, and then I replaced it. I just used a little Tombow double-sided tape on here and put the 2024-2025 calendar in there. Also in here, I have my vision board from last year. I have yet to do this year's. I am going to continue to do the treasure maps during Astrological New Year, so that's why I just kind of stuck it in here. Now, again, I took pages because I didn't want to reprint them. I took pages from one of my other Ritual Planners and just put them right back in the book. Now, I've never honestly done my birth chart in my Ritual Planner. I have all this information someplace else, and I'm a year and a half into Astrology School. And that is through the Midwest School of Astrology here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I think this is actually pages from a prior year, honestly. But I just put them in there because, again, I'm just saving on paper and I don't have to reprint it. So I found this tarot spreads, 3-card spread, and tarot questions. I'm not sure if this was from this year's. I'm pretty sure it was. So a little bit about what I found out over using Ritual Planner over the last 3 years. So this year I am using a 2024 3-card spread Ritual Planner. Last year, I knew that there was going to be some drama in my family. I shouldn't say drama. I was not going to be able to dedicate the time in my planners that I wanted to. In fact, I'm redating a whole bunch of planners in 2024 because in March, just everything kind of fell apart. I shouldn't say fell apart. Things changed, and I knew that I just didn't have the time to dedicate my planner, so I just went all digital for the few things that I had to have, on my calendar or for the appointments. And they weren't even my appointments. They were somebody else's appointments. I was just basically taking care of others. To make a long story short, 2022, I did 3-card spread. 2023, I downloaded the 1 per day. I've maybe used it in January. Honestly, that was it. I just thought, you know what? I can do this on my phone. So not only did I just take all of my planning digitally, I also took all of my tarot readings digitally, if you will. I didn't really sit down and do a lot in the Ritual Planner. I also did not like it. I did not like the 1-card spreads or the 1-card pull. I decided that in 2024, I will go back to the 3-card. So again, I just took pieces and parts so I wouldn't have to reprint. I did do the year ahead spread. So that's right here, but I haven't decorated or put it out. I also want to stick in a page in here for the 2024 card, which is Strength. So the 20 if you do the 2024 edition, we come up with Strength card. So I want to put a page in here for that, which I might glue on this one. But here's what I did with my old Happy Planner. So instead of me throwing away the tabs, I just basically, again, printed off the Ritual Planner pages that I needed, and then I just glued the opening page on this one. And then, of course, I have these pages right here. That is how I do it. I have already gotten February together, March, April, and I think May is where I'm at. So I still have these pages to punch. So I just use the big punch from Happy Planner. So I'll punch these pages and go ahead and glue them in. Now, honestly, I will be really honest. I don't print off the months. I print them quarterly. I am a 30-day, or I'm sorry, a 3-month planner, 90-day planner. And so I'm just not going to put it together. I am going to put the monthly page on here. So that's already done when I have a few minutes, but I'm just not going to run off all the pages until needed. It also just saves me on the paper. Now, one other thing I did do is I took the moon phase page. I printed that on a harder stock so that I can move it from each section. So when I need to put it in the new moon, I will be able to stick it right in there for new moon. And then I can just have this as a handy little reference. I stuck this in. This was actually from one of my other ritual planners. One year I decided that this is just that Zincs paper, and I don't have a sprocket. I have an ivy now. So I have an ivy, and sometimes I would just print this off instead of doing the stamps or the stickers. This year I'm doing stamps. I am definitely doing stamps this year. I was just going to show everyone, this is kind of an idea of what you can do, is just print it off and then do a little punch and throw it in there. All right, so we also have a new moon coming up next week. So I'm filming this on, January 22nd. January 22nd. No, that's not right. Saturday. Oh yeah, this is a Monday start. Duh. I'm like, why is that not right? Generally, I would decorate this page as well, but again, I will be honest. I'm just going to show you guys here. I did do my new moon spread, but you will see that my first week I did not complete. My second week I didn't totally complete, but and there's my new moon. I'm sorry, what was that? That was full moon. The first one was full moon. No, that was my January spread. I did do my January spread. I did do my new moon spread. And then you can see this beautiful color that I'm working on here. So I was going to give you guys a tip. So if you do not complete your page, always just fill it with some fun little stickers. All right, let's get back to, it is Sunday. So I will be doing my last entry on the opposite page here. You can see I've still got that to do, but it's time for me. Oh, one other hint. Even though I use a thicker bond paper, a thicker weight paper, what I like to do is stick these pages in between So if I was writing on this page, I would go ahead and put this one down so that nothing bleeds on to that other page. I know this is just me being anal retentive. But that way there's no transference on the next page, especially if I've already got some stuff written in here. That way it doesn't go through. I'm also not picking up any ink from any other page. And I'm just going to move this one page over. Now, this last page, I'm going to take and I'm going to put my Tarot 2024 card on here and do a little journaling. So that's what I'm going to do on that page. I might show you guys that spread before let me know if you want to see that spread. I might do a quick little video on that spread before I do some journaling on it, but I know what my card is. I'm still digesting that card. All right, so it is time for me to set up my January 2022 through 28. I'm going to choose my decks. I have decided, no, let's first review my supplies from last week. So I don't want to open this too much because, again, I have some personal thoughts in there, but I wanted to kind of show you how I construct it. And then I am going to choose a deck for this coming week, 2022 through 2028. We also have the full moon coming on the 25th, so I'm going to need to choose a deck for that as well. But then I'm going to take you through just setting myself up for the week. But I wanted to kind of review my supplies of what I had for the prior week and how I kind of choose my supplies. So you can see right here, I usually take and cover this little calendar up. It shows me the week that it is, but I don't really need it. I like to put this here so that I can write down the decks that I use. So you can see for January 15th through the 21st, I used the Buddha Wisdom Affirmation deck, and then I used the Tarot Disassembled. And then I chose a sticker, some stickers, something fun to use with it. I thought this Playful Tiles from happyplanner matched these colors almost. They were stunning colors. They matched really well. And then from there, I chose, these are my stamps. This is not Ritual Planner. This is a third-party stamp. And I actually bought a new one this year because I bought it with a pack of other ones. I got some moon ones. So I got a few new ones to add to my collection. So it came like in a 3-pack. I'll link it below. But yeah, this one is new this year. I just started using this. And then I always choose an ink. I have found that I like the Jim Holtz ink better than some of the more inexpensive inks that I found online. I liked this one, this collection. That's what I used last year. But I've noticed that the Jim Holtz just holds up so much better. So those are my stamps. Let's see. Also, I'm going to show you really quickly here on the bottom. I usually write down the supplies that I use just in case I want to replicate it anytime. I don't know, just me being me. All right, so what is in this little pouch? So in this little pouch, I chose, which usually I would just keep it in here. Oops, sorry about that. Ooh, blooper. Generally I would just keep it in here, but I had this little cute little pouch that I ran across and I was like, I need to use that or put it up. Anywho, so I chose a couple pens and I actually chose 2 different inks and I tested the ink and I decided to go with this one. And then I decided to stick with this pen. This one was just a little too fluorescent orange. And again, this is just something I found in my collection. It was just, I must have only 4 out of the whole set left of these. And I think it was from my kids that brought them over. And then I just chose some washi tape to use. Now I will tell you, I did not end up using this yellow one, but I did end up using these 3 colors. And like I said, y'all, if you don't do a spread one day, it's okay. It's totally okay. You can see right here, when I didn't fill in the day, Thursday, For some reason, I didn't do it. It was late at night, and I was like, I like to do my spreads, my 3-card spreads during the day, and I like to do some more serious journaling at night. Some of the bigger spreads at night, and I'm in a different journal. But you can see I just kind of took and put some stamps here. I then just found a nice big sticker to put on it, and then I just added some washi tape. So don't feel bad if you didn't, you know, I dislike the void space. Maybe some people enjoy the voided space. It's just not me. So I always just fill in those voided spaces with some stickers, some washi, something. I'm thinking for this week, because I'm going to be doing some gardening prep, that I thought it would be a really good week to bring in. Usually I look up like what the week ahead, like the day of, you know, I used to have this calendar. Where is it? I think it's actually close to me. Yeah. I used to have one of these desk calendars that kind of gave me the day of, and yes, I kept them. So I didn't know if I could use them one day in one of my journals. So yes, I did keep them. I just actually came across them. Anyway, I would look up the day of. So if there was something that was fun that might match a deck that I had, like let's just say if I had, Superhero Day. That's a good one. So on Superhero Day, what I would do is choose like one of my superhero decks, like the DC deck, the original one, not the new one, the new, or a Marvel deck of some sort. So I would choose a deck that would match that week or that day. Anywho, so I'm thinking, because this week I want to inspire, I want to work on my garden plan. I want to look for the spring. I need to look in my Farmer's Almanac to see if I'm going to be doing any seeding next week. But point being is I'm going to start planning my garden and start ordering in my seeds. I know I'm a couple weeks late. Anywho, well, in some people's opinion, I might be a couple weeks late, but again, I'm looking forward to gardening this year. So I thought it would be fun to go look up either I have my decks organized, some of my decks organized by theme. So I'm either going to look for my botanicals or I'm going to look towards my herbs. So I'm going to choose one or the other, and then I'll meet you back here. Natural quantities, people artwork representing the personality and soul of each plant. I wonder if I could use this for an affirmation deck. Let's check out the booklet here real quick. So maybe I will use this deck for my affirmation for the week. And then I will decide between this one and this one. Okay, let's do that, and then we will go pick out our supplies. I'm in my basement. This is a work in progress. But over here is my washi tape collection, and so I'm going to dig in here and see what we can come up with for these two guys. Okay guys, I think I have a couple options. I went ahead and I picked a few options. I don't know why I picked that. I knew that was not going to work, but I brought it up. I picked a couple options, and I've now kind of turned the backs up. That's so I can just kind of get an idea of ones that I like and which I don't like. And I did bring up my little nomies. I love nomies. And I don't know. I may go ahead and, no, they're too big. They're too big for the planner. They're just too big. Who knows? Maybe I'll use these in the future with one of these decks, but I love my gnomies and I brought them up, and I'm going to actually put them with my gnome stash because I got a whole bunch of new gnome stickers. So I'm going to put this aside. Okay, this one was absolutely no. I really liked this one. I think this one works well with both decks. So I'm going to lay that down just like that. Washi's cheap. This one was a little more cartoony, but the colors, again, go really nicely. This one is a little, it goes with this one, but I don't see it going with this one. So, you know, if I was just doing a spread with this, I might choose this one. Of course, I've got some beautiful botanical stickers that would probably go better with this, but I'm just trying to find one single little washi. I know my process is crazy. Let me know in the comments if you think this process is crazy. I might be a little much for some people. And then my washi tape collection might be a little much for people as well. This one, I'm having trouble finding the end. Oh, there it is. 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 I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it up. Yeah, sometimes they're a little tougher to find. I actually like that one too. This one has all those colors in it. All right. Y'all are probably already going for one, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to choose the totally different one. This one is no. All right. So I've got these three choices. I'm still leaning towards this one. I think I'm going to go with this one. This one is the one I'm going to go with right here. Now I just need to find a box that matches, meaning I'll show you here in just one second. Let me peel this up here. This one was a strong contender, I will say. I think this one was a very strong contender. But let me put this one up. Okay, so I've got these two. We're going to go with this washi, and like I said, need to find some boxes. Now what I did is I went through my Happy Planner and tried to find, you know, some stickers that would work. Like, I really like this one with all the birdies, and I like the garden flowers, but I couldn't find anything small enough. My desk looks like a hot mess now. All right, so we've decided that we're going to use this washi. Let me just set the decks right up here, and let me move this over here. Like I said, welcome to my desk. All right, so I may keep the garden flowers around, but I went and found colorful boxes. This is the 653 pieces. So I pulled this out of my set. Boxes are always the first to go, but I need a box. Why do I need a box? Let me show you why I need a box. Yeah, one more over. Let me flip this. So you can see here, last week what I did was I put a little colorful box over where the monthly part is. So you can see I've done it a couple weeks in a row. All right, so I just need a little box to go over here. If I, you know, take and put this here, if I'm using this washi, I want to choose a color that's going to go really well to cover up. That way I can put what deck I'm using. And again, I'm using that Oracle of the Essence and the Herbcrafters. I'm going to know how to say it here soon. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go with this one and then just put the little washi below. So I think I'm going to use this guy right here. Go ahead and peel it up. And I'm just going to set it here. Let me think about how I want to do this. I think I'm going to do it just like this. Let me see if I'm going to cover it up. Yeah, it's going to be fine if I cover it up. That's going to bleed through a little bit. I think what I may do, definitely going to use that. I think what I'm going to do is actually take this page out, and I'm going to run this washi down here and repunch. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That way I have, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right, let me take this aside here. I feel like I need my glasses for this. Okay, so the only other thing I have left to do is to choose some pens. So I've got some pens here and my stamp color. So last week this was my pens and stamp color, so I'm just going to put those aside. And then up downstairs, so just actually for these guys, I have then a box that's like probably this big that has all this thin washi in it. So sometimes I just go and look for the thin washi, especially if I'm just going to do a couple little somethings down the side. So we're going to put that stuff up. But I was going to say downstairs I have a box where I throw all the washi in after I've pulled it. And that way once a month I go through and I put it back in order. So there's my stamps and there's my little block for stamping. So I'm going to put that aside. This is going to be my box for the week. So I'm going to put that aside here on my desk. And then I'm going to choose some pen colors, and I'm also going to choose an ink. So this is my ink box. And I actually have a green in the Jim Holtz. Yeah, I have a green. And you know, I can always use another color, like a rust, or you know, like a black or whatever. And then I also have this pad that I got last year, and these colors can kind of be deceiving sometimes. I'm going to try this one. I think this one's going to go the best, and again the ink is just better. Yeah, so there's my greens, but I think again I think we're going to be going with this one, this guy right here. So let me get out this, and never get to use Magic Tarot. See the Magic Tarot. Put that on here, and then I'm going to get a test piece of paper here. Okay, you can see my test piece of paper. This is actually for my pens and ink. So I use, again, I cut this up from an old ritual calendar that I had already used. I'm going to put this washi right here that I had cut off the ends. I'm going to try this first. So this is pine needles. I'll try this guy first. See if we like it. And I've got my little pad here. It's a little dark. It's a little dark. Let's try these guys here. So we find one that we like. See, I think that's too light. I can't even see that one. In fact, I used that in a spread a couple weeks ago. Just did not like. Did not like. I don't have a lot of stamps. I'll be honest. My aunt and my mother-in-law were part of, what was it? I forget that's gonna just, no. Yeah, no, no, no. Too late. Maybe if I was putting two colors on at one time. Maybe if I was mixing the colors. Was it Stampin' Up? I forget what the card making, it's an MLM, I know that. But they had just tons. In fact, my mother-in-law still has tons of these little stamps, and I just thought it was too much to, no. No, thank you. That is just too much. Although I might have a pen that matches that one. So I think think I'm okay with going with this guy right here, but let's test some pen colors. So I think that is the one I like the best. And again, I've been using this one for a while, but it just doesn't come up well. So let's, again, these I think came from my kids. They were gel pens I found while I was cleaning out the basement, believe it or not. So they must have had a set of these Sugar Rush pens. Actually, this one will probably match this guy right here. No, he matches that guy right there. He's still working. This guy. Oh, this guy matches this guy right here. Look at this. Look at how almost awesomely alike they are. This is nice, but I don't think it's... I don't think that goes. No. No, 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 no. No. Okay, nose. This is kind of nice. This is a Right Tech, and it has the color on one side and then black on the other. It's a fine point. It's kind of an olivey color. Yeah, too olive. Too olive, so that's a no. All right, what? Oh, this is really cool. So this one has a curved line and then a double head pen. Here, I'll show you. This is pretty cool. So you can do this. You can do these little designs. So you could do one squiggly or a bunch of squigglies. And actually, I like that color. I kind of like that color. But question is, does it go with any of these? Because it matches that really nice. So he's out. Yeah, he's definitely out. Oh, wait. Did he come back from the grave? Yeah, I think this is the combo I'm going to go with. Yeah, look at that. He's working. All right, I like this one. I think I'm going to keep this one out in case I want to do something fun. All right. So, I'm going to put these guys in here. I'm going to put these guys up. You can see sometimes I will put all of them in case I decide I'm going to go a different route, but it's just easier to put them all up. It's easier if I put all the green ones in, but will I remember which one I was using? So I will go put those up. All right, so yeah, I think I'm good with this pine needles. Maybe one day I'll have some more Jim Holtz. I don't know if I said Tim Holtz or Jim Holtz. What did I say? Jim Holtz, yeah. Maybe I'll have some more Jim Holtz in the future. Okay, so there's my test page ready to go. And I don't think I'm going to need any stickers for this. I think I'm good to go with this setup. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I'll pull my affirmation card, put it here, pull my card for the week, make my notes, and then I'm all set up. Appreciate you guys stopping by my desk to see what I'm up to, and I'm always honored if you've watched my video from beginning to end. So thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye, guys.